Wow, very bright. Hi, everybody. I can barely see you. Can we tone down that one? I don't want them to look here. I want them to look there. So make this black. I'll be confined behind this, usually walk up and down. But what really, really amazes me is that what you will see here is nothing else but a summary that was already said. And it's really amazing me because when there is passion about something, the outcome and the key points are pretty much similar. So we didn't coordinate any of the speech writing or the presentation writing, but very frankly, it's quite similar. You want me to use that? Maybe because, yeah? Okay. Maybe because I'm running away from the light. Yeah, I don't want to go to the light yet, yeah. No, not after the speech, yeah. So I was tasked to represent MSA and to basically talk about circulation. Just to make it relevant, audited circulation, that's key. And a little bit to give you our point of view on why audited circulation is so much critical and why do we want everyone to stand behind it and endorse it. Out of everything that I've seen so far, and all the discussions we had with all the ABC board, I find these two following numbers extremely staggering facts. The first one is that most of the newspapers are audited. So 80% of the titles in Malaysia are audited. I think that's fantastic. The really interesting bit is that most magazines are not. Only 20% or just about are audited titles in Malaysia. And I think that is very, very alarming. That's bad news. It's not good news. But why? Why is it? So, of course, every time we ask a question, why, what do we do? What do you do when you want to find answers? You Google it. But I wanted to be very thorough, so I thought I would add also Yahoo search on it. I didn't want to leave any stone unturned. So when I did the Google search, I got about 2.5 million results on audited circulation. Yahoo was a little bit better, 11.5 million results. So you can imagine when Margaret asked me to do this, I spent my entire weekend reading. I read a lot of stuff and more things, all about circulation all around the world. But I found two interesting quotes that I want to share with you. The first one is this, all about circulation audit. It says that advertisers use audit reports to compare and evaluate advertising opportunities, and most national and regional advertisers require audited circulation. And this is the moment I will turn this there. And remember, that one is from the West Coast in the Americas, where the market is much more advanced in many different ways. So that's how they value audited circulation. The second interesting one comes from an independent company that does audit and verification. And they said in their opening paragraph that the local advertisers, that was in the United States, look for audited circulation as a mark of credibility and professionalism. And I found them interesting because they really put the finger on the pulse of what we're trying to do. And that's in a very, very advanced market. And we have absolutely nothing to be jealous of. And that's why we really have to embrace audited circulation. Now, all of that, and by all means, I do urge everyone to do a little bit of search and read more, because there is a lot of debate on why, and it's very difficult to capture it in a 10-minute summary. They all lead to one single point, and that is circulation is critical. I want you to remember that. Circulation is critical. In fact, I was tempted to make you repeat after me, but I'm not going to do it. However, circulation is critical. Remember that. I think it is so important. Of course, it's audited circulation, right? That I thought, I tried to see if there is a logo on it, so here it is. Circulation is critical, okay? Audited circulation. But why? Why is it so critical? Why everything that we read, everything that I've read, really led to that point? And I tried to see it from the point of view of a media planner. That's what I do for a living. I make media plans, communication plans. So why is it so important from us? You've heard it from all the presenters in the video, from Vern and from Margaret, and I'll try to put it a little bit more into perspective. This is what we do. We make recommendations based on sound research and audited figures to justify our choices. And it's all about justifying these choices, because I'm not going to go to a client of mine and say, I think this is a good publication to use. I have to explain why. And I think Vern said it precisely well. The numbers do tell a story. It's not about the number crunching, but it's the fact that they do tell a story. And Margaret said we have nothing to hide. Here is how we plan and how we deploy media in our everyday life as communication plan strategists. We base it on third-party measurements. We base it on ratings. We base it on click-throughs. We base it on audited circulation numbers. And that becomes really the base of the arguments that we build and how we sell. Now, I think audited titles have the following 3 key points to boast about. And it's very important, and everybody should aim for that. Transparency, credibility, and endorsement. Endorsement from the agencies and from the industry at large. And these 3 key points are very relevant, very real, very valuable for all the publications, be it magazines or be it newspapers. Now, from the point of view of the MSA, the Media Specialist Association, we fully endorse that, because we do know that's the way for the future. It is what it is for the present, and it's critical, but it also is a way for the future, and I will explain why. In fact, at MSA, we thought that it's so important that, as Vern indeed mentioned, we encourage that all the submission to the award entries that deal with newspapers or magazines come from audited titles. Not perfect yet, but we're going to get there 100%. In the Council's Awards, they do it from the 4As, and that's what we try to replicate. So we do whatever is possible to ensure that we back up that effort. It is really critical. Remember, circulation is critical. Don't forget that. Now, we need to put it in a different context. The world has gone digital. We all know that. And the world has gone what I call 3D. And that is these 3 things. It's digitized, it is demanding, and it is determined. And it doesn't go back. There is no way we go back, we move forward. So, you might ask, in this new digital environment, we cannot hide anything. And that's what I meant. We didn't coordinate with Margaret because she said that. We can't. We just can't. So, as everything goes digital, and it will get there even faster than what we think, there is no way to get out of it, because one way or another, that circulation that is so critical is going to be captured by some sort of a measurement. So, for how long can we avoid it? We need to embrace it now, and we need to work with it. I'll read this to you because I think it's very important, so I was trying to really distill it in one paragraph. I do believe that as audiences move beyond print media, and they migrate, we need all of you in the publishing sector to really support ABC in every step of the way with circulation audits and research services, track audience movement from print to digital, and I think that's where ABC is really taking a fantastic move forward, and provide to us and to the advertisers a very accurate account of total audience reach with a multi-channel integrated audit report. And Malaysia Boleh, ABC here in Malaysia is really trying to change that and make a common currency across all the different publications, which is, I think, the million-dollar idea. But we need all the publishers to support it. We need to do that full speed. I don't think we can wait. Why? Because the audited circulation does a lot of things. I'll give you my top 9 reasons why from a media planner's perspective. First of all, it builds confidence. Second of all, it provides transparency. It also gives a level playing field for everyone. Nothing to hide, remember? It adds credibility to the publications. It is a very essential part of every successful sales presentation. It is the norm in every developed media market around the world, and we cannot be left behind. It allows media buyers to make very accurate and informed buying decisions. It is endorsed by MSA, the 4As, MAA, ABC, and obviously the majority of the publishers, at least for the newspaper sector. And finally, it is the preferred source for standardized, comparable, and reliable circulation information. Now, circulation and a little bit readership, like Vern mentioned, are not really curious mathematics. Yes, the numbers tell a story, but it goes beyond that. They are the pillars that sustain our industry, and they will propagate it successfully into the future. Without this, we can't really function. It is a future that is all about transparency and measurement, and digital will propagate that. And as we get into this new digital era, it is only sensible to start now, today, ensuring that transparency and accountability are the key strong pillars of our offering into the future. If we don't do that, success will not be guaranteed. It will be for those who do. The choice is completely ours. So the idea is to embrace that change now and to embrace the industry's audited circulation efforts. I'm pretty sure for those who don't, you can give me 50 reasons why you don't have to do it. You can cite costs or whatever else it is. But I will give you one reason why we should do it, why you should do it. They say that change is a bend on the road. And really, if we don't take it and turn, we will fall off the cliff because the bend is there. And it's totally up to us. We have that responsibility. We have that responsibility to ourselves, to our brands, and to our industry. And as they say, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a very small single step. So what I do hope, on behalf at least of MSA and me as an individual, I hope that today is that step forward towards audited circulation. So I hope that today we can let it become the catalyst for that, become that first step that really will define the future. And I do believe that everything that you have heard so far, and even more importantly, what you will see in the second half of today, will lead to that. I stole this slide from Margaret Young's presentation because I think it's a great, great slide. In credibility, we trust. That's how we built our business, and that's what we really need to do. But it's up to us. They say if it's to be, it's up to me. So it is up to each and every one of you in the publishing business and to help the industry and to help us as media professionals to sell you better to our clients. We have that collective responsibility. Remember, CIC, circulation is critical, and that's audited circulation. Thank you.